Today's show for $30. We got a tub half full of vintage vehicles, Tootsietoys and whatnot, and he even gave us this fire truck for free. That's coming up right now on Next Level Toys. For $30, we got ourselves some old vehicles off of Facebook Marketplace. We seen the ad on there this morning and I jumped on it, picked her up, and we're going to start off with this. This is a 1970 Jeepster Tootsie Toy. We do not have this particular car. If you go back about 3 years, we have a Tootsie Toy video of these kind of cars, and we do not have this model till today. I haven't even really looked through this. I just picked it up and wanted to show y'all, see what we have here. This is a Tootsie Toy Chicago, USA. And this thing is old. Look how thick this is. I'm guessing it's a horse trailer. Got old rubber tires. And it's not the best of shape, but I love this kind of stuff. It's at least 40s or 50s. It's solid. Next we have a Punch Bug, a Volkswagen Beetle. I have a Tootsie Toy like this, and this is not a Tootsie Toy, this is actually a midge toy. They look very similar, around the same age. Yeah, this is definite 60s. And we have, everybody knows these little cars, these are the little Tootsies. Came in, I think, 6-packs, but these older ones are pretty sought after. I have the purple one and a green one. It's my first time even seeing a yellow one, and the paint overall is not too bad. You can see the bottom of it there. These are made in good old USA. There's a little, looks like a boat trailer. That is a Tootsie Toy, made in USA. I hope the boat is in here. I don't see a boat, but it's a cool little detailed trailer. How about this? This is in nice shape. Police, I guess you'd call it a police truck. I have fire trucks of this. It's red and white. First one I've seen of a police one. And this is early mid-70s, and got some hair on it. The decals still look pretty amazing. The paint is in very nice shape. The wheels are not cracked or chipped. This is a pretty little good collector piece right here. This is what got my eye on the little pictures I've seen on Facebook. Tootsie Toy, made in USA. This is a Chevrolet Corvette. Y'all know I like my Corvettes. I wasn't sure, but it is. This is an old style 60s or even late 50s Corvette. I wish the paint was in better shape, but it's got a goldish copperish paint. It looks really awesome. It kind of looks like the old Batmobile, don't it? Without the top. That's kind of what this reminds me of, with this big fins. That's a first for me. It even has a license plate on the back. It says 3030. Anybody knows anything about this particular place, please hit me up. I'm thinking it's 50s or early 60s. We have another Tootsie Toy, little tiny coupe here. I got a few of these actually, so that's not really too special in my book. There is a train midge toy. It's missing that wheel axle. Definitely old. And I see another piece of a train, midge toy, Rockford, USA, with its old patent. Definite 50s or 60s, maybe even late 40s, because I have a few train sets from the 40s that look just like this. You can check that out in one of my other videos. in my early videos. Now this is beautiful. This is a 1978 Matchbox, made in England, Coast Guard helicopter. How cool is this? I wasn't sure the age of it, so it is definite vintage. It still has the propeller, and I can only imagine how often those get broke off. They're plastic. Show you the bottom of it. That is a gem. It's in really nice shape too. I like the collars too. There's another bug in here. Made in USA. So I don't know if that's Tootsietoy or Midge. It don't even say. It's one of the two most likely, but it appears it used to be orange, possibly. You see in there, but someone had painted it traditional silver chrome. Ooh, we got an old green convertible. This is a Lark. That is my first Lark. It's another toy company, kind of like Midge Toy and Tootsie. You can see the steering wheel. It's just a solid piece of metal, straight down. But that's how they were back in the day. This is definite 50s, maybe even early 60s. I don't know when they actually, stopped making these, but it does have split row seating in there. That's pretty cool. How about another Tootsie toy? This is the, what is that? Willy Wagon? It still has stickers on it, at least on one side of it. This is late 60s, yeah, 1969, which usually it's off a couple years. It's usually 69, 70, 71, because they did make these for a few years. Paint is not horrible, but these, if you're a collector of these, you know how bad the paint is on these things. They flake off so easily. But I love them. Oops. This looks like an El Camino. What do y'all think? That's my first El Camino Tootsie. I think that's a Tootsie. It sure is. Tootsietoys Chicago. I can just tell by the wheels, usually, if it's a Tootsie toy. It's kind of hard to really tell unless you really know about these, but it does have a little bang on the top, but that could actually be fixed. Where it's hollow, I can just bang her out. It should not ruin the B-pillars. And that does look like, I can't tell because there's yellow and blue in there, but it has a silver painted body. So it's apparently been converted at one point or another. There is another Matchbox, and it is a airplane. I'm not gonna lie, I have one of these, but the windshield's off of mine. I'm glad this one actually still has the cockpit windshield in there. And I don't think mine even has the decal, but this one has the little sticker on it. And paint wise, I think this is better too. This is early, mid, late 70s, 73, but it could go up to 74, 75, 76. It's definitely 70s. That's a really nice airplane. I like airplanes. Don't mean to ramble, but I'm stoked when I come across random lots like this, especially for $30. And there's another train piece. This is a Midge toy also. It's all metal. This one luckily is in better shape than the other pieces. I don't know if they're I really don't know if they're really the same train. They kind of look a little off scale, but maybe not. Oh, well, at least we do have the engine here. Midge Toy Rockford. Or Rockport, that is. Sorry if I've been saying Rockford. I used to be in stereo competitions. I had Rockford Frost gates for years. Best speaker around, in my opinion, and amps. But anyway, back to this. This is a nice train. I love the engines themselves because it shows you detailed history of what they looked like in the 40s and 50s. And this had a coal. That's what this is, I'm guessing. They ran on coal, so you would shovel the coal into the engine. It does actually look pretty close to scale, so this could be the whole original train, or at least most of it. We have a little army jeep. Again, this has been painted red, but green. They only made one color, but I actually think this was red, and you can even see the green paint on the tires. That's unfortunate, but it's a Tootsie. Then we got the traditional Ferrari by Tootsie, because I have a dozen of these in different colors. Again, this one's been painted too. I'm guessing it was once blue. So yeah, whoever had these cars, they liked silver, because there's 3 here that obviously has been painted silver at one time. This is what I call a mystery car. I have a green one. It's a Tootsie. This may have been painted too, because I see yellow or green inside of it, which is from where they paint it, and it goes inside these holes. That's how they did it. But this body is black, so someone probably painted that too. These are all from the 60s, 70s. Now this is a beast. This is a very large Tootsie toy. This is actually green, and I'm pretty sure that this one actually is a 2-tone paint job, because it just looks more original and authentic. We've got the green and then the red. These more fancier, larger die casts that they did, they sometimes would use 2 different paint schemes. This is this is a big old truck. Kind of like a farm truck. This is definitely 50s or so. It could even be even older, maybe 40s. They've been around a long time. Here is a U-Haul. They are still in business today. How about that? This is a Tootsie. That is pretty awesome. Shame I don't have anything to go with it, but we can make it hook on to pretty much any of the Tootsies. And as you see, a big old piece of paint just fell right off of there. So. And I see another U-Haul trailer in here. This one is a lot more abused, and a whole bunch of paint just poured onto the. That's fantastic. How about this? This looks like an old Tootsie. Or sometimes they don't say it all. There's nothing inside there. We have no idea what this is, but I'm gonna say it Tootsie just cause the wheels. Its design kind of looks like it, but it could be a midge toy. This is a gas truck, like a tanker type of thing. Definite 50s. So that's pretty cool. To find one in perfect condition with the paint, it's valuable, because you can only imagine how much this paint falls off. Here is a midge toy. This is looks like an old Cadillac, and I'm not surprised. I don't think. Actually, this one may that might be the actual original paint on this one. You can see the bottom, and then you got the old flaky silver paint, and I see no other types of paint mixed in there. So, what a weird looking car, isn't it? It's all flat. That's how they did it. We have the caboose to the engine. How about that? Or caboose to the magnificent train, that is. We can make it work, right? I don't know, but it looks like keychain hooks on here for some reason. Someone make a necklace out of this? And I hope this is a Matchbox. I have not seen this particular casting. 1973 Matchbox. made in England. This is sweet. This is British Airways, and I love my airplanes. We might put all our airplanes together and make a video for that, because I have about 30-40 different airplanes ranging from the 50s to the 90s. This will fit right in there. We have 4 jets on this bad boy. It's a 2-piece casting. The white is 1 piece, the blue is another piece. You can even see it kind of like wiggle there. Just tells you it's a little older. Nowadays they're just 1 big piece painted. And we have another Matchbox. This is a 73. And I don't know how they were back then, but these may have actually came as a gift set. You can buy like 3 packs of airplanes and they're in there, you know. They could have all been together because they're all 73. How cool would that be if they're all still together to this day from the same set? It could be possible. This one is missing the cockpit though. And I see some stickers on there. Yeah, that's rather interesting. Got the solid plastic wheels. And we have another one of these. I got one in better shape than this, but it was in the pile, so we took it. It's a Tootsietoys Jeep. If you find one in the yard sale, this is about the average condition you're going to find one in. If you find one that's completely flawless, you're not into $1 million, but if this was in perfect condition, you know, a lot of people was willing to spend up to $10 if it's in mint condition for these kind of castings. And there's school buses and campers that can command even more money. It just depends on the casting too. And we have another Chicago Tootsie 1970 truck that used to have a trailer. But I don't have no trailers. So this is in nice shape though for the paint overall. It's not the best, but not the worst. I'm kind of curious what this is. Wow. I'm in shock. This is plastic. What's going on here? I thought this was metal, yo. This is Tootsietoys though, Chicago, USA. Can you see that? It has the Tootsietoys wheel. You can see Tootsietoys even says on there. It matches this. So they definitely seem to go together. Tootsie Chicago. And the paint is actually in fairly nice shape considering its age. These are, I would say 60s, given that this is plastic. It could be late 60s. But wow. It does at least hook on. Put that right in there. It's a car hauler. It may even be missing, yeah, where it's plastic. Obviously there was a flip out right here because you can see where it used to have a thing where you get the cars in and out. Wow, I really thought that was metal. Oh well, you win and lose. But for $30, this is, what do you think for $30? Do you think we did okay? In my opinion, there's some good pieces in this, but then there's some that's just, you know, what am I going to do with? But he threw in something because he was on another sale to sell someone else, and then he sold something else, but the person didn't want this, so he decided to give it to me absolutely for free. And I wasn't going to say no. This is a fire rescue truck from 1998. That was a really good year. You can see the back of it. He claimed that it's never been opened, so I'm not going to open it, even though it looks like it may have been at one time or another, but we're just going to keep it in there. It says working headlights and tail lights, dual action sounds with a 2-foot extension ladder. And this was made exclusively by Exxon, so that's a pretty cool thing. And you can see the tagger on there. I just like stuff like that, so for free, I'm stoked. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.